श्रीवक्रतुण्डमहाकाय कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव शुभकार्येषु सर्वदा। श्रीवक्रतुण्डमहाकाय कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव शुभकार्येषु सर्वदा। श्रीवक्रतुण्डमहाकाय कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव शुभकार्येषु सर्वदा। ओंकारं बिन्दुसंयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनः कामदं मोक्षदं चैव। ओंकाराय नमो नमः। ओंकाराय नमो नमः। ओंकाराय नमो नमः। ओंकारं बिन्दुसंयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनः कामदं मोक्षदं चैव। ओंकाराय नमो नमः। ओंकाराय नमो नमः। ओंकाराय नमो नमः। ओंकारं बिन्दुसंयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनः कामदं मोक्षदं चैव। ओंकाराय नमो नमः। ओंकाराय नमो नमः। ओंकाराय नमो नमः। नमो नमः। नमो नमः। नमो नमः। कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन। मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि
Oh, namaste, welcome everyone to Satsang this morning. And welcome to all who are joining us via broadcasting today from around the world. And many of you waking up very early for this because of time difference, and some staying up very late. But very much welcome that you can be in real time with us here in Rishikesh. So, big welcome to everyone. Thank you. I would like today, before I call anyone up, just to remind you about something. The very widespread belief in the human kingdom is that we are primarily our bodies and the conditioning that arose for this or keep on arising for this belief, I am the body, and that gives rise to the sense I am a person, I am the person. And the person is a form of consciousness, but it is a very limited form of consciousness. The consciousness is imperishable. The body is not. The body is a time body. When consciousness identifies with the body, then it comes under an illusion and a delusion that it shares the body's qualities. And seeing that the body is prone to sickness and to death and aging, then it believes it is subject to those conditions also. When the consciousness identifies with the body, which it needs in order to taste experiencing, and believes it is the body, I call this the fall. This perhaps is the fall from grace. I will explain further about that. And so we came into the belief that we are limited beings and we're here only for the duration of our bodily life. The consciousness being imperishable, taking on such a belief, it creates a trauma inside the body of being, that we have to do everything now to enjoy as much as we can. The consciousness becomes insecure, fearful, selfish, limited. And somehow has lost a sense of conscious contact with its own source, which is imperishable existence. And so suffering comes into the world. Pain, suffering, conflict. The sense, I am this body and you are another body. My body is blue, yours is green, this one is yellow. Meaning something as though we are fundamentally different. All these beliefs come, and so conflict arises. Then the fear that we will run out of resources, the fear that we will not be liked by another one or rejected by, all these things come for the conscious being who has fallen into a state of hypnosis in believing that it is merely a person. You are much more, we are much more than persons. We are actually the impersonal self that is playing this role as person. So when consciousness plays the role of a person, it comes into a very restricted zone, a restricted realm, and that is the suffering. The large river of human consciousness that is seeking for liberation or to know God or to find the truth moves with this deep belief that we are personal. And so the very fact that we believe we are personal limits the scope in which we can explore. All the while, the fundamental consciousness, which is imperishable, which is totally complete, beautiful, peaceful, blissful, is overlooked. And a much more narrow focus is prevailing in us. And because of this, human beings always, we are speaking from the place of the person. This is wrong, oh, how can I do this, what can I find? It is a confused state and a confusing state. But somehow it seems in order for this play of existence to happen, for a while we as consciousness had to take the darshan of this ignorance, of this belief we are the body, in order to experience the world through the sense of individuality and of personhood. But because fundamentally we are consciousness, we always have the advantage because we are already the self. Only some awakening must happen whereby we recognize afresh that we are this, not just merely mentally or intellectually, not merely by intellectual conviction, but through pure experience, pure wisdom and understanding. And for this reason, this kind of satsang comes into the play also of existence, to point to those who many are tired of just experiences that fade on the path to liberation and are looking now for the source. Many people come and they say, I've been practicing spirituality for 20 years, 30 years. Why it's so difficult? I say it is not. Just correct understanding has to come. And open heart, willingness. A willingness to lay aside the bundle of concepts we are presently holding on to see afresh, with fresh eyes. Then we may stand a chance. But we are what we are seeking. And it is my hope that you will come to see this, what is really obvious, but at the same time obviously overlooked, missed. Once the understanding comes, the recognition happens, you're being set free. I cannot tell you that this will take so many years or so on. I feel it could happen today, every moment. Why? Because it is no distance from you, it is here already. Then what makes the difficulty? The difficulty is only corresponding to the strength of your identity as a person. If you believe very strongly in this, then I have to speak to you from that place. But even if I appear to be speaking to you from the place of personhood, it is not my true place of speaking with you. I feel we are speaking from the place of consciousness, conversing with consciousness about consciousness. I cannot speak to you as less than consciousness. And I know that the person is only a limited form of consciousness and very unstable. It is always changing. For this reason, I've tried to steer you away from just personal questions. Because if I listen on the basis of merely personal questions, we are going to be here for a very long time. And we are not going to make much headspace, because what the person learns today, they forget tomorrow. Unless an experience is deeply embedded inside your heart, you will forget it. And even though you may feel you have a strong belief in something, very often such belief, if it's not established in the heart, it will collapse under stress. You will not be able to hold it because it's just a belief. It feels like it's something apart from you. You're here to find you, your true nature. Not something that you can have, but what you are. So I am taking this time this morning just to spread out the foundation a little bit for you again, and to really remind you why I steer away from too many personal questions, because the person believes in themselves as a person, and this makes it very difficult, because even though you're getting higher advice, we still cling to this person as though it's a fact, whereas to me it is fiction, and always the person is always changing. So I want you to hear this. And so when you come with your questions, there are different kinds of questions. There are questions which I call knowledge questions, which someone asks about something like, how does consciousness do this? And when you go to this place, what you do? These are knowledge questions. But there are other questions which I call freedom questions. These questions come when the soul is tired of the struggles with the personal psychological mind. It wants to be free of it, wants to come home. It has a certain urge, it has a depth to it, it has an urgency about it. And such questions, when they're asked, not to prolong and to persist with suffering dualities, but to kind of come back to a place of pure understanding, your true place of freedom. And what is beautiful about this direct pointing is it points you to the everlasting consciousness which is here always. And not say, look, in 6 months you will see it. You see? So for many people, the sense is, we are told you must purify your mind, improve, purify. And then when your mind is pure enough, then you may begin to know God or know the truth. This is one path. It is a great river, and many go in this way. And it is also a legitimate way, but it is slow also. I say, let's find the truth of who you are now. And then somehow what remains untrue, the fragments of the untruth, will be more clearly seen. And then you'll be able to discard those afterwards. So one is you're starting to search and to clean your mind. But you're cleaning your mind based on the sense of personhood. And that can take, as you're cleaning, more dirt is coming. And you're cleaning and more dirt is coming. And you can be cleaning for a very long time. Not that we are that dirty, actually, because the tendencies keep returning. Mostly we are suffering from not so much. Most things in the world don't trouble you. It can be just a few. But they have different ways in which they come, different forms they take. But here I try to point you beyond the stage of human thinking into your divine nature, which is the background of all of this, and to show you, to demonstrate through you and with you that you are here. You're right here. The self is right here. You are never apart from the true self. It is your truest truth. It is the one place that does not go away. Everything else go away. Everything else belongs to time. And time says, all that you see, all that you imagine, all that you experience, one day will be gone. Each moment they are passing. We have this strange belief we can hold on to them, and that you can make something so stable it doesn't move. But it is not like that. You cannot turn what is by nature relative into the absolute. The absolute is here all along. It is what we are. Absolute means the pure, unchanging, natural consciousness. The person is not the pure, unchanging, natural consciousness. It's always changing. It's not stable. It's not true. It is only belief. And belief has created this entity we assume to be ourself. It is only a mask worn over the absolute. So satsang is to demonstrate this and to discover this in yourself, because I have not come to impart merely a belief to you, but to actually direct you into real seeing. And so I can tell you that this also comes from God. It is also the expression, the direct expression of truth. Everyone is the same. Everyone is this in the heart. It doesn't mean that even though we are all this, still our expressions can vary. This is fine. We're not have to be some kind of clone. We are just this internally. But your expression can be unique. This is fine. Then this life becomes more light, superficial, more of a play, and then you may enjoy. But to believe you can enjoy this life based upon the ego, it will not be stable. And this is the great invitation, the great mystery, the great challenge. To transcend the limitations of our conditioning. It is a mistake, but it is a divine intended mistake. That for a while we will believe and come under the illusion and the delusion that we are this. And then wake up through understanding, through what we call sadhana, spiritual practice, exercise and so on. But most of all, through correct knowledge. Embraced in the heart, confirmed through wisdom and pure intelligence that sets you free. Now I will accept your question. I'm going to put one condition on it. If I feel that the question is holding to just being personal, then I'll tell you I'm not going to go further with you. I want something much more. I want to have a feeling that I'm speaking with someone who has come here for perfect understanding or for liberation. If you feel you're this one, you may keep your hand up. If you're not, keep seated. It's still good for you to be in satsang. And everyone will benefit from your question. Who will it be today? You can come. Let me hear it from you.
Namaste, Muji.
Namaste.
I feel a strong urgency to surrender to myself in the experience, really.
When you say surrender to yourself, what would you explain a bit what you mean by this?
To feel wider and not to be identified with my body mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that with this great energy here, with all these people, and with your presence, it can be felt in the experience and in the mental.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I'm looking for.
Yes, but this experience of being here with all these people, this
Yes.
will pass. Something in you will not pass. The weakness of this will not pass. Give more importance to the witnessing than to the thing witnessed, because whatever you see, you may have the most beautiful experience, but it happens in time and it will end in time and it will go. If you don't identify so strongly with this, then when it goes, you will not feel you have lost something beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You stay as the witness. There's greater power in just being in the place, acknowledging that it's the seeing that is important. The things seen, they are momentary, they come and go.
Mm-hmm.
But you be present in the seeing place, just seeing. But see without identity and with some detachment. Now, at first, you may feel that I am interested in the things that I'm seeing. That one who feels interested so much in the things you're seeing shares in the objects. They are like connected more deeply. It is not the ultimate seeing. When you see that there's a person seeing, because the person can also see,
Yeah.
but the limitation of that seeing is that the person sees with self-interest. It is not the ultimate seer. When this is understood, then the person looking becomes part of the thing seen also. And then a deeper seeing reveals itself. You're here. That is always with you. That is always with you. And just keep looking. The scenes will keep changing. New actors will go on the stage. More thoughts, more feelings. But just don't get sucked out with them. Stay in the seeing place. And try and understand and be just the seeing. Do this. If you look only at the things, the objects seen, then you say, oh, this is very beautiful. Oh, yes, Muji, I like this, I like this. Can we press pause and or save? Oh, yeah, I like to be this. But that will not take you to the final place. Not even that you have to go to the final place. You are actually, this is the paradox. You are in the final place, but your attention is not. The attention is in momentary things. You see? So the reason why this may sound difficult is because you simply, although it's always here, you're not used to looking from your true place. I'm showing you this true place, and you're going to find it is the most fantastic discovery. You see? Because our habit is to keep telling the story of the things you see, rather than recognizing the seer of them. And at first the seer is believed to be a person. But if the seer is a person, then something sees the person. And when the person is seen, the seer is no longer a person. The person goes in front as another thing seen. So somehow you have the sense that you're moving back into deeper regions within yourself, just as you're standing here. You see? So then as you're discovering this, you stop talking about that so much. Because look how much of that you have seen in your life. Billions and billions of impressions. None of them you can keep, except the ones that gave you great pain or great pleasure. Everything. Let's take an example. Just now, you're standing here, we are here together. You can have a sense of the space, of how many people are here. You can hear my voice. You can look into my eyes. I can look into your eyes. It feels very tangible, very real, very important. But yesterday, you've had moments like this also, and it's gone. You cannot return and take a sample of yesterday and bring it today. Everything is like that, just floating by. Impressions are like that. So don't take what you see so deeply as though there's anything eternal about them. Everything is only the page is turning. Nothing to grieve about. We can accept this. So, but there's something that is not a page turning. It is looking at the page is turning. But it is not turning. Where is that? It's you. It's right here. You're here. You see? Your story about your life is also a page is turning. What you would like to do in the future is also a page is turning. You are just here. If we could advance 1,000 years from now, if there was such a thing, your experience would still be, I'm here right now. Now the mind is saying, yes, Boring, boring, boring. Where's the juice? Where's the juice? Where's the excitement? We're here. Where's the passion? You don't need passion. Let passion come and have its play. Let sadness come and have its play. Let everything come and have its play. But don't combine yourself with anything. Stay in that neutral seeing. And gradually you'll come to appreciate the presence, the power, the joy, the silence, the limitlessness of being. While you're looking only at time, changing, changing, changing. When you look towards the seer, unchanging, unchanging, unchanging. There you look at time. Here you stay as eternity. Please look, acknowledge. This is the true falling in love. You're falling in love with your own inmost being. This is my message, my pointing to you. Of course, because of habit and conditioning, we tend to go for the things that attract us from past, the thing you have enjoyed before, the thing you have suffered before. They seem to glow with a fluorescence, and your attention go there. Mm-hmm. But even if the attention go there, also something watches that the attention is going there. That thing is greater than attention. It recognizes even attention. Now, attention is such a great power within ourselves that we call it I. When the attention goes, you say, I go. But attention also is a quality that is perceived by you. If you see this, you're going to be set free from a lot of mischievous activity. Begin to pay attention to yourself. Yourself is not your person. It is not your personality. Your personality is part of the changing picture. It is like a cloud. How you would have defined or described yourself a year ago, 6 months ago, perhaps even yesterday, is felt differently today. These are things that you cannot hold down and keep stable. If you try, you create a very unnatural state. They're flowing water. Let the flowing water flow, and you stay as the witness of it. Develop this habit to keep observing that in you which is not changing. Give a little time to that, to see that which is unchanging. Because if you watch from the place of the person, it's very unstable. You'll say, I love you with all my heart today, and tomorrow. What determines these changes? Because the ego mind is not stable. It is influenced by so many things, many of them untraceable. You cannot find what compels you to feel and to think in certain ways that you don't want. There are many people here also who are living under the force of impressions arising in their mind that they don't want, and feel that they don't have the power to transcend these voices, these influences. I ask you and give you the same advice. These impressions have only grown very strong because we have not looked in the way that I'm inviting you to look now. And therefore we keep talking, this thing is happening, that thing is happening, what you're going to do about that? More and more noise. There's a space within you that is free of noise. No one has ever been here and complained about it. Nobody has been here and say, oh no, that's not what I want. If you hear such a voice, it's coming from the earth mind that is so much a force that is trying to keep you to remain in your conditioning. You are not your conditioning. As you begin to discover this, a great unburdening begins inside you. A great deconstruction begins, whereby negative influences begin to thin away. Pay attention to the seeing place. Just observe. Keep observing. Mind will come and say, oh, you're wasting time, you're wasting time. That's very irresponsible. That's very irresponsible. You're running away from life. You're loving away from life. No, you're simply turning away from strife. You're not running away from life. You're affirming life, true life. So like this, please hear my words inside your heart. Apply them now, not for later. Don't put them in the fridge. Okay? As I'm speaking, your divine intelligence is able to scan and confirm. Yes, just stay here. Just stay here. Not through fear. You don't have to fasten your seatbelt to be here. You're just here. Some impressions will come and they will feel they have more magnetism to go out than others. You'll feel them. These are the impressions that you have somehow fed in some way, consciously or unconsciously. They have more influence on your mind. So they will feel like they're pulling you. Really, they're pulling the idea you have of you and not your real self. So when they come, you may feel them. Feel it, but stay in the seeing place and it will neutralize their power. Like this. You need not be afraid. In the beginning, it may seem very difficult. You may think, oh, things have gotten too bad. Things have gotten too bad. I can't do anything about it. Maybe even it might get worse. Your mind has smelled death. The ego mind behaves as though, wow, it is under threat. And it will come back even more strong for a moment or two, for a while. He's going to bring back, but you stay quiet. If you want and you see me, come and hold my hand, sit and say, Muji, it's coming now. I say, oh, good. Let's look together. But you don't need me even. My voice is with you, my encouragement is with you, the spirit of truth is with you, love is with you, life is with you, all the help is with you, but you must be with you. There's nothing really missing. The only thing missing from your life is you. You be present. And you don't have to panic. Just keep looking. And your inner space of seeing will become more stable, more powerful. And as it does, those streams of mind energy, negative energy, tendencies, they will weaken as you become more strong. This advice I will give as many as will receive, because it works immediately. It begins to work immediately. I'm not giving you seeds to go and plant. They are already in you. Only have to open the windows of your own heart. Let the light shine on them. But you can see from now. Just be still. You don't have to close your eyes nor suppress your senses. There's nothing to do but just acknowledge. Of course, you have to go about, do your shopping, send your emails, do have to do. It doesn't cancel this. In fact, as you spend a little time looking here, confirming here, if you spend 10 minutes doing this, it's going to give you 4 hours of peace. As you spend more time, you find that you're recovering your peace. And so you can continue doing what you have to do. The background become more established as this silence, this stillness. It doesn't matter whatever you do with your hands, your mind, it's still inside this great stillness. But you must be persistent and be willing to give a little time to it. Because mind is going, and many times you say, oh, okay, I go with the reflex of the mind because it's easy. I've done it for a long time. So it can feel easier to go back into the whole regime of the mind. You see, it's like if a prisoner has been in prison, all he knows is prison. On the day that he's set free, he may not trust the outside. Don't feel safe. Maybe he stays inside his little box. Something can behave like this. You are free, but we dream, imagine we're trapped. And with this simple exercise and this pointing, if you follow it, you'll see, wow. And so quickly, things will change. In fact, they begin to change instantly as you begin to recognize your true place. You see, I have not sent you out of the room to go and find your true place. I'm not telling you to turn around to your left or right. Right where you are, you are. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you're jumping up. One is jumping up there. And okay. 1 moment. Okay.
Thank you, Muji.
Thank
you for this opportunity to be alive in this time with you and for all of us to be able to ask you a question.
Thank you.
I'll try to be calm. So like many of us here, I've had quite some openings and realizations of oneness and not being separate, and like also what you said, looking through someone's eyes and like the whole universe opens, and I see that there are realizations and openings, and I'm very grateful for that. But now, since I was here, something new actually not happened, but kind of revealed. I don't even know how to say it. It's like this. It's like immediate, and it's before everything else, and it's like you know, like everything everything that there is, and at the same time nothing, but it's more clear. It's not like before I could feel this presence when I went out of my mind and back to this sense of being, but this is like before this sense of being. But it's like I see it now, and I know that I am that, but I still get, like you said, like get sucked into my mind. So
when this being sucked in your mind is also perceived in the great expanse.
Yes.
You see?
I know.
You will come to see, actually, if you stay with what I'm pointing, no? You'll come to see that even though sometimes some tsunami of thoughts, something is going to become so grounded that even that you will see is only a play of transience. You will not panic, and if you don't panic and identify, it just passes. It's nothing. It does not leave any footprints inside the consciousness. It's if you don't say, this should not be, let everything play. You stay as that, and you see that somehow some activities will come that require your attention. And it seems your discerning power will know, it's fine, I do this, I have to do this. Another one will come and it takes nothing at all. And all these functions will become, appropriate actions will happen. Not because it's coming from the person or from the past, but because it's arising out of your harmony. The right thing to do does not necessarily come from your experience from the past. It arises out of your harmony. which is ever fresh. This is why sometimes you'll find yourself saying something and you say, but I've never said that before. You're hearing your own words for the first time. So, whoa, that looks good. I better write it down. I'm learning from my own self even. If it doesn't come only from experience, past, it is arising out of the freshness of your harmony. You see? You say, yes, sometimes I still see myself doing. Okay, once you notice that, don't fight with that. Just notice this, but recognize nothing has happened to the unchanging. Because in the moment that you relate to your past, it's as though you become that for a moment again. And the only way you can suffer from problems is to become personal. All your problems are only problems because you conceive of them and perceive of them personally. When the psychological mind, or you may say the earth mind, sort of becomes strong, is because it's inviting you back into personhood. All beings are suffering from person poison. Too much person, not enough presence. When you're too much person, your spiritual state becomes claustrophobic, constipated with concepts, too much ideas, too much to do. When you look and you are here, recognize, acknowledge, you did not create here, you're simply recognizing here, acknowledging here, being one with your own self. Then these impressions, which are momentary, fleeting, they will not catch you. They will not pull you into the state and the shape of a person so easily. You see, when you have done that, then you may experience the person state more playfully. Now we have become psychotic about it. It can be more playful. But because we identify that as the fact of who we are and not the fiction of who we are, then it becomes a very heavy state. And the ego is the heaviest thing around. It's heavier than any mountain. It takes a lot of energy to be a person. It takes no energy to be the self. The self is weightless, unbound, untrapped, blissful, open. Open, I don't even want to say open because it cannot be closed. It's beyond open and close. It cannot be successful because it cannot fail. It does not belong to any category of the interrelated opposites. It is beyond all, and not beyond in terms of kilometers, but beyond in terms of subtlety. Not beyond out there, but beyond in here. If you follow what I'm pointing, even right now, you'll begin to see you're free. But something keeps going back to the identity that you learned. To be a person, this is what happened to me when I was 18, this is what happened. And keeping these references makes them, you believe them into existence, they crystallize in consciousness, and then it seems like you cannot get them out. Seem only. There's nothing that binds you in this world forever. There's nothing that binds you in this world forever, because you are free. We have no idea. This body is a mortal body. It's a time body. One day it will also be gone. But the immortal being lives inside him. While your body is warm, find the imperishable one. That is the highest opportunity in the human kingdom. To spend our life maybe mainly pursuing what is perishable, It's nothing new. But to spend a few moments to discover the imperishable, then you have transcended this game, this play. If you identify only with your body, then you are passing. If you recognize yourself, you're timeless. You don't have to have a fear of this life. The one who is free enjoys also this life, this world, but not as a prisoner and not as a dreamer. Keep paying attention to this space that is revealing itself to you. And in a while, these dreams or nightmares of egotism will fade in you so quickly. Your light will be unimpeded, not overshadowed by personal mind. I wish that this would really be understood. It's not deep. It's right here. You're right here. This understanding is right here. And it is greater than everything you've ever learned. It is the source, it is the womb of your existence. But to live a life without discovering this, it's a missed opportunity. Find this and don't be afraid. A few days ago I was talking about this, that sometimes people feel that if they really surrender to the self, to God, to truth, then that's the end of their life. It's like an amputation. Boom, okay, your life now belongs to me. Good. You can go and be nothing now. You see? But it is not like that. I told a story of myself also, when in the past, I studied martial arts and paintings. I was making it as an artist for many years and so on. And in those times, I remembered that I learned a lot about balance, natural balance of life, and just to be more acutely aware of how much life is a balance in some way, but that I was not balancing anything. And in painting, just different ways of seeing, different ways of looking with the intention to study the contrast or texture or light or something, and looking in this way became very acute. And as I became aware of the self, it has made use of these understandings of many things you've learned in your life. It is consciousness, it was not the person. It's consciousness is doing it. And so as you awaken to the greater truth of yourself, the beauty of what you have learned will be absorbed and used on. It will be, you'll just know that it was always consciousness. The stuff that was gathered around the ego, that will fall away. But that has never been in service to your truth. So my joy is that I have no bad news for you, if truth is what you're searching for. If bad news is there, it is coming only from your mind. I am here for a short time, but even in that time is enough time for you to discover this and to come back and tell me what you have found. If it were not possible, I would not have come. And if what I have to share was not going to be transformed into pure light, I could not have come. Because there are people here whose time has come for this. I can't point you out from here. But if what I'm pointing to somehow hatches open inside your heart, there'll be no going back to a life of conflict or sorrow. Is it you? Yeah. So great it is that even if there was only one, it would be worth it. It took one Buddha 2,500 years ago, and that light is still shining even now, long after his body is not here. One Christ, 2,000 years, and even today, new people are becoming Christians, following that light. Rama, how many thousands of years ago? Krishna, how many thousands? But their presence, their seeing, is lighting India's way. Your light is not different. Don't be held down, suppressed by negative conditioning, limited conditioning. Of course, you know what makes it all like that? That in whatever state you are, it is still a form of consciousness, and we love consciousness. So whatever state you are will feel somehow natural. It's very difficult to evaluate a state that you're presently in. Only as you're coming out of one state can you look back and say, wow, I didn't know that was so tight. Only on the verge of coming out can you evaluate where you have been. When you are somehow identified with any state, it feels totally natural, it feels universal. But as you are transcending it, you see its limitations only. You must be open to such possibilities, because life in its dynamic expression cannot be stagnant. When you discover peace, it is not just from the earth mind. It flows in the earth mind and the earth body, but its source is in your heart. This is what I'm pointing. My words, your listening, is all outpouring from that silence, that great space. And it is inexhaustible. It gives light to the sun. But I am not here to convince you. Your heart must already be beating with some amount of synchronicity for this. That is all. So specifically in your case, you, as I'm listening, it was so good. Yes, there is that. You're seeing that. You're seeing that. And you are that. You're seeing it and you are it. I say sometimes, we want to, as far as experiencing is sometimes, it's like you want to taste. You want to taste the honey. You don't want to be the honey. This is experiencing. But here, you're tasting the honey and you are the honey. This is why you can say like this. I can see that there is a silence, a vastness that is untouched by the traffic of body-mind. The body-mind and the story of life is going, but it is untouched. This is why many beings here, sometimes they'll speak and say, yes, I am doing this, but not doing. I'm going but not going. Crying but not crying. Thinking but not thinking. What a paradox. But inside the experience you know very well. You can perceive your dynamic expression this activity is going, but at the same time, something is not doing. And this is why I gave this example, a picture of these birds in the tree. I'm going to say it again because I feel that it is valuable for some people here. Imagine in a tree, there is a bird on a branch building a nest. Let's imagine it flies back and forth to find material for its nest. It's busy. But just above, on a branch, just above, sits another bird that quietly looks. It is not doing, it's not building any nest. It only observes. It doesn't observe only the nest. It can see the sky, it can feel the wind, it can sense the great space, it sees the distance to the ground, all of this. But it's not moving, it's just in a state of silence. The bird that is building the nest corresponds to our life in the world. We seem to be doing things. You have your family, you got your job, you got your career, you have your thoughts, you're creative, you have moments of peace, you have all of this. That's the first bird. But the bird sitting on a branch above that quietly looks, this is the state of presence, the state of the observer. These two positions exist simultaneously in you. You know the bird position where you're moving about in life, and also you are aware of that, or being made more aware of the witness to that activity that is not trapped in the bubble of the activity. The activities are happening, but the witness is silent. The witness is not even busy doing this. Otherwise, he comes into activity. Just somehow, its field of perception is open and panoramic. It sees, but all the seeing is taking place inside. It is seeing. It is seeing the activity, and it's watching also its silence together as one thing. That is called the place of presence. All genuine attempts to find the self, or to meet God, will take you from the position of person to presence. When you come to presence, all the things I'm saying to you will find easy flow inside your heart. You'll understand them automatically, intuitively, spontaneously, freshly. You see? But there's another space beyond the second bird. It is not a bird. But both birds are seen. And rarely in the human kingdom does one come to see. Although we're all that. We're all that. Those are the sage's eyes. That seeing, don't imagine that is all far, far away. No, it is here also. It is your ultimate place, your truest. It is totally natural. Even to say it is natural, no words can convey nor define it. No words in any language can touch it. Words are meaningful at the place of the person and at the place of the being or the presence, the feeling, I am. This feeling of I-ness within you, this is presence. But we take it to be person. When you say I, you're referring to your I as person, but it is presence. It is the godly principle. It is consciousness, but we forgot. Spirituality is to or recognize that your I is presence. And the quickest way is what I'm showing you now, demonstrating through you also. That as you look and even see the reactions arising from your body and observe that they are also perceived. The actions, reactions, interactions are perceived, but the perceiver is not reacting, it's not acting, it's not interacting, it's a silence. And become aware of that. And your mind is going to try a lot to distract you and to tell you wrong knowledge about it, to put you off the scent, because the moment you recognize the truth of what I'm saying, the psychological mind has been lost. This is the great battle. Greater than any war on earth is this thing. Human beings must transcend this voice, this psychological voice, this serpent voice inside that makes you think you're only this body and the person living inside it. You are infinitely more than that. And so something is here driving to say these things to you. Wake up. Wake up. The more we persist and insist on relating our life through our person, the more we perpetuate these states of ignorance. But we do it with a naivety, with an innocence, you see, until the consciousness can catch fire with this understanding. Innumerable forces are acting in your favor because you are consciousness. If you want to say that you are a child of God, it is also beautiful. But something is here and it's on your side, not on your back. In fact, more right to say it is in your heart even than on your side. But as you open and to be free of suspicion, superstition, you see, then it releases its full power. Many people are finding changes occurring in their life, miraculous changes, and what have you done? Nothing actually, apart from your heart is opening up like a flower, opening up to embrace the light of the sun. Realization of the self is not so much about doing, but understanding and openness and receptivity. These are the higher virtues, the higher way. So you're coming now to share, I've told you, but also to trigger this opportunity to share these words with everybody. Why do you understand when we are so varied and so many different people from so many different cultures and from different countries are here together in the same energy field of satsang? Why? Because our common language is consciousness. Not because Hindi or Urdu or English, but because our common language or true language is consciousness. This is why we can understand. If you follow, and as you follow, my pointing, when you bring your attention back to the problems you may have thought of before, they are nothing. They are nothing. When you begin to see from your true place and you look again at the problems that you think you had, they are nothing. They are nothing. They've always been nothing. But while you take yourself to be something, they become something. Papaji once said, you need nothing to be happy. you need something to be sad. As you begin to discover again the spaciousness within yourself, when you begin to lose the definition, which is a limitation, these things you will again see to your pure joy. That seeing begins even now. Real understanding, if it is left only to the personal mind, becomes like donkey work. It's very hard. But because I address you as consciousness, which is your true place, you will see that you will understand just by sitting here in the light of your heart. You understand these things, and immediately you're being set free from the noise of conditioning, from the hypnosis of negative conditioning, you see. This is the power of consciousness and the power of Satsang. Straight. Thank you, my love.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I feel to share something what has to do a lot with what you were talking about before. 1 year ago, or more or less, they diagnosed cancer in my body. And I can say it was the most beautiful thing that could happen to me, because it really brought me to recognize myself, to finally see who I am.
Yes.
I could see also immediately that I'm not a body. And in the same time, it gives me a lot of strength, and I was like opening my heart. So I'm very grateful for that.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to share.
Yes, this I am happy to hear these things, because for so long in our cultures, we regard sicknesses and illnesses as though they are so, oh, this is terrible, it's wrong, everything. But sickness also is a healing. It brings a healing, a flushing out. It cuts a lot of nonsense and brings you back to yourself.
There's no time to lose also.
Yeah?
No time to lose.
Yes. No time to waste.
To waste.
No time to waste. When we often feel we have time. But you do best when you have no time. When you have no time, you have no time to waste. It means that it brings your consciousness into an inner focus. And many things which are not in service to truth, they begin to fall away. And so quickly you discern what is true and what is untrue, what is useful and what is useless. It brings you to yourself. Perhaps the greatest gift we receive sometimes is to be ill, or to even have an accident or something like that. And in this sense of vulnerability, our arrogance gets crushed and brings you back to something much greater than that. Greater than that. It invites you into your limitlessness. When you feel your limitedness, then it's right there is a chance at the borderline between the limited and the unlimited. You may sense the infinite. So it is so good. I remember some while ago I was in Ireland, and in one satsang, one lady came and she said, "Please, Mujib, I have a friend of mine, and she's a nun, and she looks terminally ill in hospital. Please, would you just go? She's asking for you, please, to come and receive blessing," and so on. I said, okay. So after satsang, we drove to one place. It was like a hospital or hospice or something. And I was alone allowed to go in. And so I went into this room, and the room seemed almost empty. It was so just white. Room, white bed, everything white, you know. And in the middle of this bed, a single bed, a tiny figure. I said, what is it? You know, tiny little figure, frail looking, eyes piercing, radiating all this light. I felt I've come to take darshan. So I went in and I said, "Amma," she was like, and I said, "I was told to come and see you." She says, "Thank you, thank you, thank you, Muji." I said, "How can I serve you, Mama?" She says, "I've spent most of my life trying to do what is good for everybody. And I just want to ask you, have I done enough?" What? I said, "You've done enough. You've done enough." This figure radiant, radiant, like a thin veil between life and death. But what I saw is life through these eyes. Amazing. So I left so touched. My heart was almost filled with tears. I left. I came out and I couldn't speak about it. I was there with Nataraj, he came with me. I couldn't speak about it. 1 year later, I happened to be back in the same island again, and we were sitting together after satsang. One lady come and she says, Uma from Dublin, she says, "Muji, I want you to meet someone." I said, "Yes?" She said, "Yes. Come, here is so-and-so," I don't remember the name. I said, "I don't know her. Who is it?" I said, "It's the same lady, the nun. The same lady, the nun." And she was, "Hi Muji, how you doing? Nice to see you." I said, "Wow." She's talking like this. And it was amazing. I wanted to say, "I preferred you when you were sick." Sorry. I shouldn't say that. But I know some people, I sometimes say to them, "You are much better when you are sick, you know." When they are well, "Hey, Muji." You see? They're very different. So sickness has its place also. Also crushing ego, and also be more introspective, more showing you what is real about yourself. You see? So all these things, everything, every form of sickness, even a cold, even diarrhea, everything is good. It brings you back something. And I feel that somehow this a gift has been offered to you like that. And it is completely, kind of sweep out the house, and just only you are left here. This is something very beautiful. Very beautiful. Often also, many people, once they've flushed out many things, begin to get well also. They begin to get well also. Thank you. You?
Thank you, Muji.
Thank you.
You've saved me so much time. I came across you a year ago, and such a surprise to find you were already loved so much.
Yeah, good.
It's cut through so much illusion. No going and coming anymore. Since I've been here, the attention has come to the sense of presence.
Yes.
And sees it. It's seen, and now I am and I am not, and this is new.
Yes. Very good. Take your time. It's good. Because even this, you see, this is good also. Even the sense outwardly, maybe you're not used to standing in front of a lot of people, and but even that is only a shadow over the unchanging, that silence inside yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
The narration still happens.
Yes.
I don't know who to.
Yes.
And I just want to come to say thank you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And that if there's any more arrogance or ignorance here, I really want to burn it just to leave you. Yeah.
More important to do is to see if there's arrogance and so on. Then you may also just find out whose arrogance is it, and you need to sit with that, because these are not everyday questions. And so there's a part of our mind that feels it's a bit of a silly question, but I want you to stop with that and to really embrace this question. Find out, whose arrogance, because in fact, I feel all are arrogant. We're all arrogant. I say we should never think we're not arrogant, because arrogance somehow just seems to just come up. Even in the simplest thing that seemed the most taken for granted thing, there's hidden arrogance sometimes, you see. But you may start and just feel, see if you can identify the arrogant one. You see? Okay. And then what happened? Tell me.
It's not real.
It's not real. Then if there is no arrogant one, what is arrogance then? See, immediately it vanished, nothing. It's nothing there. And it only appeared to be there because it was never checked out. As you keep checking, as you check in, he checks out. You see? That is the thing. And you keep looking like this, and you stay in that, your space is untroubled. From time to time, you feel a little ambushed by these old impressions. There are still fragments from the ego identity keep coming back in. It's life, get used to it, but less and less attention is going to that, and more concentrated presence stays here like this. Your life becomes much more joyful, more light, and more open, more intuitive. You don't need to plan your existence, and you see everything it's a flow. Life takes care of life, not the person. And you are now at one, flowing in real time with the universe in your dynamic expression. And yet behind the screen, you're timeless. Not because you tell yourself you're timeless. There's no measurement. Another way of saying you're timeless means also you're immeasurable. There's nothing to measure, nothing there to measure. And yet, whatever is here, there's no words. No words is there. this wordless one. You are this wordless one, unborn. Unborn. And in meeting someone like you, I can begin to share this thing with you again more. Timeless, limitless. If fear comes, it's coming from mind. And even this fear, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real. It's a big conjuring, it's not real.
Thank you for your inevitability. Thank you.
Very happy, very happy, very happy to hear. You, okay, come, I'll talk to you after.
Hello, Muji.
Hello, my love.
I'm going home today.
Yes.
And before I go home, I need to come home.
Yes.
And there's something here that wants to lie down at your feet and never get up.
Yes. Yes. Those words don't belong to this world.
No. No, they don't. They're from somewhere else.
Yes. You are there.
I am.
Come here. Very good, very good. Very good. Even this slowing down breath is watched in you. I don't identify with anything. You're here before even the concept of home. You are not made for concepts. Concepts are made for you. they became the world, a concrete world that we must live in, experience, and come back out of the forest of concepts to your wordless place. It is not another place. It's your true place. We are one before even the beginning of this world. We came here to find this out. Very good. Now you can go anywhere. You have some doubt? Whatever things come in your mind, they cannot exist without you, without your perceiving of them. A thought cannot think itself. It can only exist when it connects with your interest. Otherwise, it cannot write itself into your consciousness without your permission, without your cooperation. You are there first. You can exist without thought, but a thought cannot exist without you. You must know these things and confirm and affirm them over and over again. They will burn the seeds of ignorance in you. Just keep seeing that all things that you perceive, they are appearances in time. It is okay. And we are not to be cynical about it. I have no cynicism about the world. Just you have this understanding. And so also you know this body is also of time. It is like this. What knows this though? Is that time. That which knows time, is that time also? What observes coming and going? Is that coming and going? What observes you and me? Is that you or me? It's certainly not just local. It's something universal. Where is the location of that which can observe inside and outside simultaneously? Where is it? These are already facts. Sit with them. Don't give attention to the things that come and go. That's okay. In the right time, something addresses the things that are needed, the practical things. Don't think, oh, I can't meditate too much or contemplate because maybe I might miss important practical things. This is not true. It's nonsense. If a thing is practical and if it is ordained to be expressed from the universe, it will happen. You will just go, oh, I must remember to do this. And it will be done. We don't have to worry so much. We feel we have to strategize and we have to manipulate. This is not. This only because we are living too much in the earth mind, meaning that in the personal mind. And the person has so much troubles, so many things to do. But as you stay in that second bird position, as I say, where you're observing more, activities still go on. And activity, even with this body, still go on. But many things we do when we're in the mode of personhood is wasted energy. When the activities that arise in the state of presence are more fruitful, we waste a lot of energy. The mind is thinking about doing so many things that there isn't time to do all these things. But when you are in a state of presence, activities still happen, but they are more fruitful, they are more truthful, they are more in what you may call synchronicity with the universal mind. So it is fine. It's not that you're going to stay and don't do anything. That's not true. There is no conflict between activity and the self. Activity has its root in the self. They are one. These things will be confirmed in you. Very naturally they will come. You don't have to go and study them from books. And now you can leave all the books for a moment. Read for fun. But come to satsang and put your attention just where I'm pointing. So simple that this beautiful pointing is being experienced in the world. Because so many people, they are trying so hard, they do many severe, strenuous practices to find that which is so natural in themselves. Here is also a way, but it's more like the mirror's way. You're trying to find a perfect reflection of yourself. We give you a mirror, put the mirror only. Take a look. And at first, you don't know. At first, the mirror of God, I call it. We are like a monkey looking in the mirror for the first time. You want to fight? Run away. We don't understand that it is you. And then gradually you come to see it, to enjoy its reflection. The reflection is also not you, but it removes a lot of ignorance. So like this, also this inquiry, this pointing, is so beautiful. It's not so burdensome. Even becomes a joy. Where are you going to? UK? UK has got to become okay. If you remember the things I point, I am with you like that. Don't think it is so difficult. It is only habit. Only habit. All this is only habit. Why all of this happened? It would not happen if the mind did not have the ability to imitate the self. Because something, this voice, yes, more like this. And it is beautiful. It is a beautiful play when you begin to understand. Because if it was so different, you would know, you're only the mind. But when he comes, you're not sure he's the mind. Then you have to use your discerning power to kind of, I caught you. You see? It had to. It's not, it had to draw out your power. Otherwise, we sleep. You have to, we need trouble. You need some trouble to exercise your powers, to get out of trouble, and at the same time to understand the play of interrelated opposites, and to come to know yourself even. Even this body is important to have the knowledge of the self. Even your senses are important. They play a role in self-realization. You need them. Use everything. But this way that I point you, it is the most simple way. No? It's not the only way, but it is a very simple way. Very direct. Simple. Immediate. Sometimes we speak like that, and then people say they want more and more. I said, no, you have had more and more, too much more. Now, simple. Follow, simple. But the mind is looking for more and more, more and more. And even sometimes we come Rishikesh, we spend 5 weeks here, satsangs every day, and then also spontaneous satsangs happening. And still at the end, people want more and more, want more and more and more. I said, no, you must swallow the food in your mouth. You must digest. Sit with it and let it assimilate and become living food. Okay.
Thank you very much, Muji.
Thank you.
So thanks to you, I think I can see that my thoughts are changing all the time.
Yes.
I can see my body sensations changing. I can see my feelings coming and going, and I'm the presence. But you point out that it is possible to be at an even deeper place.
Yes.
Could you help
But
me?
not by effort only. Not that you can be at a deeper place. That deeper place that I refer to is the absence of you. You see? We were talking this morning and last night with Omi. We were working together, and she's not here, she's still working on something. And we say that one of the questions was, how can I meet the Satguru? I said, no one can meet the Satguru. Satguru is the inmost being, and it's the supreme self. It is beyond all. It is the Sadguru himself who has planted this seed inside every heart. This deep longing to be home and to find him. But in order to find him, you must disappear. And in your absence, he reveals himself. This is the ultimate truth. Now this may sound, in my absence. I mean, in the absence of your separateness, in the absence of the idea you have as a person, that Satguru principle reveals itself. It doesn't call itself Satguru. It has no name. It's not other than you. It's you without you.
But I'm tired of myself. Can you help kill me?
Your very tiredness of yourself is killing you. This is a beautiful suicide. For a human being to be, when you say I'm tired of myself, for those of you who don't understand what is meant by that, it is not something terrible. To be tired, it means I'm tired of the egoic identity. I'm tired of this voice, this duality, which is creating so much conflict and it's not flowing. And when a human being becomes tired, what it means is that now you're functioning as the recovering consciousness. Is getting tired of wearing the uniform of this self-portrait as a person, as ego only. Now it's going back into its purity. It's receding into its purity again, you see? So it's tired of nonsense. So the very fact that you are tired of ego is a countdown for the ego. Is going out, in fact. You see? Before, one time, we were not tired of him. When he says, hey, you went, huh? You see? When somebody goes, you go, oh, you protect. But somebody goes, yeah, kill him. Something is like that. But still, this is not necessary. What happened is, as you begin to see, this is a very good stage that you reach, a very good phase, because it says, I don't want to carry this false identity anymore. This is coming from the state of presence. You see? So, as you continue rather to look and see, but all this, including the one who wants to get rid of something, is also a kind of phenomenon. It's also something that is perceivable. This is very subtle. And you must revert back through this subtle gate, that even the one who says, I like and I don't like, is also a bit personal. If you see this one, then he also joins the other group of phenomenal observations. And a purer place is left. From time to time, identity, some fragment from the past will come, it will stir up a bit of dust, and something wants to, oh, and then you say, oh, also. Not even that also. Gradually, this is burning. All the bad tendencies are going like that. At a certain point, what is happening is this victory, in a sense, all that it is that the mind, the psychological mind, is becoming insignificant for you. It used to be able to seduce your attention, but it will get less and less. You see? It is like sometimes you can still see the moon when the sun is here, but nobody writes poetry to the moon when the sun is there. It's just like some empty ring hanging in the sky. You see? Your mind becomes a bit like this. It might be there, but don't worry about it. We don't want to talk about that. Just a little bit of nonsense. Nothing. Like this. You know the kind of mind I'm talking about. I'm not talking about practical functioning. I'm talking about the mind. So, this taking time to break completely free also has its value. Because if you could say, okay, mind, I'm finished, bang, go. Then it's like, after you want him back, it's like having a relationship with the paparazzi. You see? At first, yeah. And after, you're having a bath and you say, oh no, enough. And then they leave you. And then after 3 weeks, anybody seen paparazzi? No, you want him back again. You see, because I have a relationship and you want something from him. So when you see that it really it's constantly yin, 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 after a while you are finished with it and it's gone. The story finished. But if you could say, okay, I'm sick of my mind now, go. Bing, disappear. He would not disappear forever because you're going to miss him on a lonely night. You'll be ringing up your ex. Okay? He'll be back in again. Okay? So there is something about having to go through it, and then you really reach a place and think, okay, it just thins away. It's finished. It is finished.
I was talking to Ramdas ji, and he advised that I should try to observe if the observer can be seen. But it seems like work to me. Can I just let go of all thoughts, just get rid of everything and let it be, let it fall away on its own?
You let go of all thoughts. Yes, this attitude is good. If the thoughts are coming, you cannot let go of all thoughts. Some thoughts are practical things, no? So they will happen. They will use them naturally, but the kind of thoughts that then pull you back into personhood, this type of thoughts, you see them coming. They have a different kind of energy. They create some kind of sense of anxiety or something. You may watch them, and you may also feel that you're not able to just let them go. Something is a little interested to look. So to look at the one who is having this issue, first place. The one who says, no, I don't want this kind of, look at who this one is. You can do now also. You can take a minute. That which is saying inside, and many people would agree. They say, yes, me too. I can't stand the fellow, He's always, like one time, we were so good together, But now it's turned a bit rancid. I don't want him. You see? Then this one now says, I've had enough. I don't want this. Too much work. I don't want to do this. Then try and see who this voice is. Again, don't throw it away. Just accept. Try and identify who is speaking this. Just saying. Don't have any judgment, no cynicism. Just like a fresh question, like the first time you're hearing this question, just try and identify. Don't claim it. If you claim it, you won't look. But if you really try and say, what is resisting and saying, I don't want this. I mean, it sounds like it's a spiritual voice. I want this, I don't want this. Well, just, okay, ego is not good, but the one who intensely want, let's take a look. Can it be identified? And initially, maybe some confusion come. Maybe you think, I don't understand the question. Why is Muji asking me to? It's me. Why am I asking who? You see? But try and see if you, just like you can find the irritation, see if you can find the one who is irritated. Just look. It has a tremendous power to do this. Because if you look, it will introduce you to the deeper consciousness, which has no trouble about wanting or not wanting mind. It is beyond that reach. The altitude of the self is too high for the egoic mind. He can't breathe at that altitude. He won't come there. Your natural state is above the mind. Whenever you identify personally, it's like somehow we come again into the realm of mind and person, you see.
I have one more question. My presence, even though I understand I'm not my sensations or thoughts or feelings, I can still feel only this body's sensations and feelings and thoughts and not that body, for example.
Yes, it's okay. Stay with that body. Because at least, you would not be able to perceive any sensation were you not conscious. Consciousness is the root. If it's not there, it is the priormost. Without consciousness, you would not have the awareness of yourself. You would not be able to interpret or have the functions of the senses. The consciousness must be there first. When consciousness becomes conscious of consciousness, then all the troubles will cease. At the moment, we are conscious of the things that come up in consciousness. But when consciousness is self-conscious, not in a psychological way, but self-conscious means that it is aware of itself. This is why I ask you, you're observing all these things, no? All movements, all traffic is being perceived through the senses and the mind. But the sense and the mind is perceived also. That which is perceiving the senses and the mind and their objects, the perceiver of them, can the perceiver be also perceived? So all those things were going out, looking out. But can the perceiver be perceived? Something turns around. And what is there? What happens? Don't just expect some magic happening. Really try and understand the question and use it. Can you see the perceiver? Is it other than you? But you must do it. Because it's not just intellectually understanding, the actual act of looking is making miracles, in fact. It's burning a whole forest of noise and misconceptions. Try and see if the perceiver can be perceived. And if it can be perceived, by what is it perceived? So it's not just the answer, the answer is this. No, but the very act of looking is destroying a lot of misunderstanding was coming there. What is the result of this question, you see? It cannot barely be only a mental answer. It has to be some kind of revelation, something that's happened inside you. It goes beyond duality. Another way, right now, as you're there, don't engage with anything then. Just don't pick up anything at all. Drop everything for a moment and don't pick up anything. A simple way. Drop everything, including the idea you have of who you are. Just leave everything because you can do it. And you know why you can drop even the idea of who you are? Because you're not that. So just drop everything for a moment. Meaning even the idea, so what will happen now? No, drop everything. But will I get enlightenment? Drop all that as well. Drop everything for a moment. Including the sense of I. And time. Drop everything. What remains now? That cannot be dropped. Whatever you can drop is not you. What you cannot drop, that is you. Whatever you can drop is not you. Whatever you can pick up is not you. What you cannot drop and what you cannot pick up, that is you. Effectively, that is like having your head removed. And it is so neat, okay, that it still leaves it on. Okay? You've been chopped, head is gone, but nothing has moved. Okay? And we just put a nice scarf around that. Okay? You're here, but no past, nothing at all. And then see what happens then. See if life has stopped now. Drop everything, pick up nothing. Whatever you pick up is not you. Whatever you can drop is not you. Remain as what remains. Simplest teaching. I can write it on the back of a stamp. Okay? That's your sadhana. If you can accept it. Say something.
There is nothing, but there is presence, but there is no one present.
Yes. Live like that. Die, but don't be dead. Don't listen to what your mind has to say about it. Look how much trouble he got you into so far. Go like that. And tell me if you find anything wrong. Move like that and see if your life becomes hell or heaven. You go out, try, yes, thank you. Yeah. But inside, okay? Just what comes natural. So that you're not living life, you're being lived as life. You're not living life. You are life. And also life is unfolding in front of you who witness it. Who hears my word today? Thank you. Very good, very good, very good. Swallow them. Swallow them. Swallow them. Many times I've been going, sometimes I say, Buddha, where are you? I'm not saying, then some goes, I said, no, not you. No, it call, stay here. Look, don't try and suppress your senses, hold no judgment. Look and be present here. And then move in whatever way feels natural for you. And you will have the front seat. You have the front seat in the universe. Sitting on the lap of God. But you have seen it's good or more?
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so
Very
much.
good, very good. Look, we're out of time for today. I have to go now because we are going to Parmat Nikanan this afternoon. And so we're going to take some quick lunch. And I want to thank you also for being open. Yes, because nothing is possible without you. It is you who make satsang what it is. Your openness, your heart, your yearning is the key to your own kingdom. Is the key to your own kingdom. You see? No pride, no fear, no judgment in it. I know many people have made much sacrifices to come here. No? Some have to leave children, family, take extra time off work and so on to come. It's going to be worth it. Worth it. This is a gift that you give to yourself. But many people benefit from one who is waking up to the truth of themselves. Your heart is the light of this world. Don't let your mind hide it.